owners behind what we are addicted to always do such a good job at making us not believe that what we are actually addicted to is not an addiction and is perfectly and completely fine. This can range from weed, alcohol, to social media. There's a quote from a highly rated Russian author named Fyodor Dostoevsky that says, "The best way to keep a prisoner from escaping is to make sure he doesn't even know he's in prison." This sums up what all these companies, these corporations, the whole lot of them have been doing to us. We are imprisoned by our addictions and they are consuming our lives, and yet we seem to be unaware that these things are imprisoning and consuming us. What these owners that are really selling us these addictions, they're just trading our own lives for their own gain. There is a hidden war between us and these owners, and we're losing very badly. These owners have tricked most people into believing that their addicting things aren't even addicting, and that they even have these people defending their addicting products as if they own them themselves. So with this hidden war, you need to understand that the first step to conquering addiction is to first acknowledge that you are addicted to what you are addicted to. If you are going to come to the conclusion that what you are doing is wrong, then you aren't going to feel the need to stop doing it. Now, the other factor that you have to change in your best ability is your environment. Society has built all of these forms of instant gratification that we become addicted to as a solution to our problems. After being stressed from a long day of work, the easier option is to play video games and sit on your couch while eating junk food instead of going to the gym. Society makes it out that this is okay, and it does everything in its power to make sure delaying gratification is as difficult as possible. So now eventually, every time you get stressed, it becomes automatic that you pick up the controller and get a bowl of ice cream after a stressful day of work. This is a common example of a bad habit being formed. Filling the void of stress and pain with these addictions is technically a reward to the brain. Obviously, it's not good in the long run, and this can be explained further by understanding that your sensory nervous system continually monitors what actions give you a sense of pleasure and desire. So doing anything, good or bad, to fill the void of stress or pain is on its way to becoming a habit after the action becomes continually repeated. And this is why, in order to take the long road of conquering an addiction, you need to slowly start outweighing the bad things you're doing and slowly start increasing the amount of good things that you're doing. So although you are currently addicted to video games and junk food, you can still be on the right track because you started lifting, reading, journaling, meditating. Once you continue this process long enough, it will then come down to replacing the bad habits with the good habits entirely. Understand that once you acknowledge your addiction, you very likely can't just quit on the spot with a snap of a finger. Although I fully encourage you to try it a few times, just right off the bat, don't be discouraged if it doesn't end up working for you. You need to understand that your brain is physiologically and psychologically reliant on whatever this addiction may be, this habit that fills a void of a certain emotion. So it's completely normal to have a hard time actually coming off of this thing. What you need to do instead is doing less of what your addiction is, ranging from daily, monthly, to even yearly. You can start this off by making a bad habit a lot harder to do. This could be such as unplugging the Xbox after use and then putting it in the closet, hiding the junk food above the pantry so you can't reach them unless you get a chair. Sometimes we really aren't too much to blame for our addictions. It's just that our environment has made it so easy for us to actually do these bad habits. And this is why I highly encourage changing your environment. Changing your environment combined with strengthening willpower is what will eventually get you to beat your addiction. Remember, more often than not, it is a long journey with lots of ups and downs. As long as you don't even acknowledge what you're doing is bad and addicting, you're not going anywhere and you'll forever be addicted to what you are addicted to. Click the link in the description to get into the self-improvement Discord. You can meet lots of friends on self-improvement down there. But that's going to end it off. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this helped you. I hope you can apply the principles I was talking about in here. And I'll see you in the next one.